cybernetic official unit police meets up with the whispering voice. The two men then gets on an airlift to docking area D, where a vessel is being prepped for flight. While the technicians are all humming around, the two men walk to an opening at the bottom of the vessel where an ultra-bright beam of light shoots down and pulls them up into the vessel. The two men were already wearing Federation-issued spacesuits slipped on their helmets. Looking at each other, they put a small button on the side of their helmet, then lowered a dark visor over their eyes. The cybernetic unit police pushed another button on the wall. The doors for the elevator slid open. The two men got on the elevator. The cybernetic unit then pushed another button as the doors closed. And the elevator started to move upward. A female voice speaks clearly from the speaker above. It's the ship's computer. This level is for authorized personnel only. The cybernetic unit looks at his partner and said in a harsh whispering voice, 42, I thought you had this covered. I do. I got you. Explained 42, pulling out a card he had hidden in his Federation issues spacesuit. Then he slid the card in his slot and pulled it out. A female voice speaks clearly, coming from the speaker above, said, welcome. The door slides open, and the two men got out and walked through the ammunition room. Another door opened. Automatically, they entered the bridge, the command center of the ship. They take the seats normally designated for the commander and the pilot. A crew of 4 young cadets sits at their posts, eagerly awaiting their next training mission. The cybernetic unit flips a switch just to his right. A lime green light appears. 42 looks at the cybernetic unit and in an angry voice asks, what do we need with the CP-1 unit? The cybernetic unit did not reply. He just continued pushing buttons and flipping switches. Finally, the cybernetic unit asked, Papa 42, did you set the coordinates? 42 replied by shaking his head, yes. 0830 hours. Helium was used to pressurize and stiffen the structure of the spacecraft rockets before takeoff. The spacecraft is made of beryllium alloys because of their lightness, stiffness, and dimensional stability. A call comes on the intercom warning the technicians to clear the deck. The FA-33 Stingray is about to launch. Just then, a Commander Haynes runs to the observation center of docking area D from the officer's lounge, where he spends most of his days. As the huge vessel is being transported by electromagnets with rubber bumpers, so not to damage the ship. 4 hydraulic fuel lines, 2 on each side, was being drugged along with the ship. The commander screams at the top of his lungs. What's going on here? Where's my ship going? Why is it in Launch Bay 6? When was I going to be informed of this? Stop the launch. There's been no authorization, said Haynes, waiting for an answer from every steward he passed on the way to the control room. A second-year cadet to the right of Commander Haynes interrupts. Sir, they've done something to the computers. I can't seem to override the commands. I know that's you, Coop. You're not going to get away with this. Don't open the doors. No! The commander was furious in his show as he waved his fist at the bay window, screaming at the top of his lungs. He went running down the corridor, waving his fist as he passed each window. Everything turned silent, looking down a cold black tunnel. The launch bay, gigantic doors starts to open. A brilliant display of lights flashed through the slit of the doors as they opened, revealing a deep black space, flickering quasars, shimmering galaxies, and the dwarf star sitting ominously to the right with only its ray to make aware its presence. A warm feeling came over Coop. He felt at ease for the first time since receiving his mission objective from Braxton, reminding him that if the mission fails, the Federation will not divulge any information about you. Remember, Coop, if this mission fails, the Federation will not divulge any information about you. At the same time, the tunnel begins lighting up, one row after another in sequence, from one end of the long tunnel to the other, until it reached the ship. Simultaneously, the ship's lithium-lined ventilators reacted, shooting out a hot steam. The spacecraft afterburners lights up and blasts off into space. Oh, $900. By this time, the commander could have had a heart attack. The 32-year-old was not in the best of shape, although he looks like he keeps himself in shape. In fact, it's all due to metabolism. All of his fancy living done made himself. Give me the intergalactic police on the screen. Have them put up space grids. Right then, a technician shouts, Sir, we are offline. This got the commander irate. Get me the Federation. He won't get far. This is treason. Treason, I tell you. That's it, Coop. I'm calling the Federation. You're a loose cannon. I will personally see to your court-martial. Come back with my ship, he shouted. $9,10. Okay, boy, listen up.